Horoscope for today, July 2nd, 2019. Aries. The solar eclipse occurring today clears the way for new beginnings, dear Aries. Happening in your sector of family and home life, you might resolve to take more downtime or to spend extra care and energy on making your domestic world run smoothly. It may be helpful to let go of something that has been holding you back or to formulate goals and strategies to downsize or organize your space. This eclipse can also be a cosmic nudge to tap into your inner well. Focusing on your support system and how you support others is useful now, as you can gain some clues that you previously missed. The coming weeks are ideal for making long-range plans for the future, for reorganizing or even remodeling the home or home environment, and for family-related activities. There can be some drama on the domestic front, but this ideally leads to a fresh perspective or new beginning. Taurus. The solar eclipse that occurs today can prompt a new beginning for you regarding learning something new, making new contacts, and finding new ways to communicate, connect, or get out and about, dear Taurus. Whether the motivation is spontaneous or an event forces the issue, this is a time for starting fresh. The weeks ahead are excellent for taking care of daily tasks with increased and renewed energy, although you could feel drained before you refuel. Such is the nature of eclipses. New modes or channels of transportation or communication could open up to you in the weeks ahead. A shake-up or some level of drama can occur now that motivates you to let go of outdated conditions, things, and situations, and this clears the way for new beginnings. You may be turning over a new leaf with your studies. Gemini. A solar eclipse occurring today helps you start fresh, particularly when it comes to money matters, talents, and improving relationships where you may have felt taken for granted, dear Gemini. Eclipses can seem to stir up drama or drain us of energy before refueling us, so do take things easy right now. In the weeks ahead, you may be making more significant decisions revolving around personal finances and business. You might discover ways to increase your income or earning potential. It's an excellent time to recognize financial habits or lifestyle issues that may have been holding you back or otherwise doing you a disservice. Consider that the period ahead may very well be precious for establishing yourself and discovering and developing your natural talents and personal resources. Cancer. The solar eclipse today occurs in your sign, dear Cancer, and it helps pave the way towards significant personal changes in the coming weeks and even months. You are exploring your independence, and it's a period for reinventing yourself in some personal way, such as with a new look or manner of expressing and presenting yourself. Circumstances can prompt a rethinking of your general attitude towards new beginnings, bravery, your role as a leader, your independence, and your instinctive responses and defense mechanisms. This is a time when you can be braver and enjoy new experiences. There can be a tendency to dig in your heels and display your independence now, which may be necessary for personal growth, but care should be taken to stay true to yourself in the process. Get in touch with what you genuinely want, envision it, and go for it, but wait for the dust to settle before moving personal plans forward. Keep in mind, too, that eclipses can seem to wipe us out energetically speaking before refueling us. Leo. You may very well feel that you're getting mixed messages these days, dear Leo. Yesterday, Mars moved into your sign, encouraging you to pursue your desires. Today's solar eclipse, on the other hand, occurs in your solar 12th house, and it points to a need to look within. If you've resisted taking time for reflection or avoided dealing with ongoing problems, this eclipse will prompt you to take charge. It's a compelling call to action to be less active. This eclipse wants you to get extra time to rest and reflect. The urge to find emotional peace of mind or closure is marked. There can be flooding of energies today which can be a little disorienting, but going forward, you'll get a stronger sense of what changes need to be made. If you require more solitude, then you'll find ways to get it. If there have been toxic connections to your past, then you'll be figuring out how to break ties. In the meantime, Mars may be egging you on, and while you shouldn't ignore this energy, you can certainly aim to pace yourself. Virgo. Today's solar eclipse places focus in the weeks ahead on making contacts and reaching out to others, dear Virgo. There can be new beginnings related to friends, groups, and significant ideas and dreams for you. Events and circumstances in the period ahead can clear the path for new beginnings, mainly related to how you fit in with friends and the community. There could be some drama in your social life or networks, and this can serve to shake things up as you head towards making improvements and helpful changes. You may be doing more collaborating, delegating, or calling on some help so that you have more time to focus on honing your craft or getting time for yourself. While your first instincts may be to take on everything yourself, this is a time for letting others in. Libra. Today's solar eclipse sets you up wonderfully for taking off with new beginnings, goals, and ambitions, dear Libra. Career, reputation, and life path changes or fresh starts can be in focus with this eclipse occurring at the top of your solar chart. Putting extra effort into business plans and goals is rewarding in the weeks and even months ahead. A sense of renewal and invigoration regarding your career goals is on the horizon, and significant shifts in how others see you can occur now. Drama or commotion stirred this week paves the way for new approaches and new beginnings. You might also become sharply aware of the need to bring more structure or rules into your life, or you might decide you need to improve your performance and general practices to better follow certain rules. Scorpio. Today's solar eclipse encourages you to move out and about, particularly on mental levels, dear Scorpio, or through refreshing new experiences, people, and places in the coming weeks and months. Events seem to get you out of your usual routine, and you can be making a break from the past so that a path clears for future growth and development. Keep in mind that it's still too early to begin brand new projects or to make significant changes. An eclipse can seem to wipe out energy before motivation rebuilds, and it's best not to rush into anything. Instead, take in and draw upon your intuition. In the weeks ahead, opportunities to broaden your horizons can emerge, and there could be chances to publish or promote your work. Transportation issues can also be in focus, with new avenues opening up for getting out and about, and new ideas, topics of interests, and even beliefs can figure strongly, changing your life in key ways. Sagittarius. With the solar eclipse bringing powerful energy to your intimacy sector today, dear Sagittarius, the period ahead is a time of empowerment and discovery. It's a cycle for getting in touch with yourself, inner desires, fears, addictions, and vulnerabilities. If you've been too dependent on others, or the opposite, too proud to ask for help, then you'll see and feel it now, and you'll want to make changes. Use this positive blast of energy to sort out financial support issues or emotional entanglements as you go forward. Goals and strategies to reduce debt, get support, quit a bad habit, or understand your psychological workings are especially favored now. Circumstances may require that you rethink your financial strategies. Debts and loans, financial backing, or a partner's income can be part of the picture. Take your time easing forward. Capricorn. Today's solar eclipse is personal as it falls in your opposite sign, dear Capricorn. It can prompt you to consider relationship lacks and needs and may help to wipe the slate clean for starting fresh. Negotiations, collaborations, or one-to-one relationships are highlighted in the weeks ahead. The period ahead is for beginning new relationships, contracts, or commitments, or for redefining existing ones in meaningful ways. When a solar eclipse happens, we are still symbolically in the dark, so that today and this week are suitable for paying attention to news coming in and feelings emerging, but taking action or deciding should wait. As well, a lunar eclipse will occur in your sign in just 2 weeks, stirring up more emotions to consider before major decisions are made. It's a time of some unrest, but it comes with a promise of reorganization that can improve your life considerably. Aquarius. A solar eclipse occurs today in your sector of self-care programs, daily routines, and work, dear Aquarius, and it can serve to wipe the slate clean so that you can start fresh in any of these areas. You have all the power you need to make essential changes, and this can be about reorganizing your life, managing your time more productively, and working on the details of work, projects, and plans. You can have a strong desire to be more useful or to find more meaning in your daily life. This eclipse can prompt a refresh or new chapter in your life related to work, health, and habits, but none of these things should be rushed. Rather, this is a time for recognizing the need for change. Strategies and goals can be formulated as you go along. For now, you may experience an energy drain before you fill up with new purpose and motivation. Pisces. Today's solar eclipse occurs in the enjoyment and self-expression sector of your solar chart, dear Pisces, bringing increased power and the need for a fresh start to areas ruled by this sector, including romance, creativity, hobbies, entertainment, children, and pleasure. You'll gain more confidence to go after your heart's desire as well as share and express yourself more freely going forward, but you may feel somewhat drained or disoriented until your motivation rebuilds. This is normal with an eclipse. If you've been holding on too tightly to situations or projects that have held you back from expressing your true self, this is a time for recognizing the need for change. In the period ahead, you may be starting a new hobby or renewing an old interest. The goal may be to be bolder about sharing yourself or your creations. You are in a rather dramatic phase right now, and your desire to express yourself is powerful. For now, take in and observe rather than jump into action too early. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.